So, you're thinking about getting a brighter, whiter smile. You've probably heard two big names thrown around, laser and Zoom. But what's the actual difference? And more importantly, which one's the right choice for you? Well, let's get into it.
But first, I've got a question for you. What on earth do urine and goat milk have to do with white teeth? Yeah, sounds pretty weird, I know. But the answer takes us way, way back in time. You heard that right. The ancient Romans actually thought that this interesting combination was the secret to a pearly white smile. Thankfully, we have come a very, very long way since then. So let's just leave that bit of history in the past and see how modern science actually gets it done.
Okay, so before we can really compare laser and Zoom, you gotta understand the basic science that makes them both work. It all boils down to one powerful chemical reaction.
And the undisputed star of that reaction is hydrogen peroxide. This is the active ingredient, the bleaching agent that does all the heavy lifting. It's designed to get in there and just break apart the molecular bonds of stains that have built up on your teeth over the years. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Look at the huge difference in power here. Those whitening kits you buy at the store, they've got maybe 3 to 10% hydrogen peroxide. But professional treatments, we're talking laser and Zoom, they pack a punch with 25 to 38%. That is a massive leap in whitening power. So here's the play-by-play. First, that powerful gel gets painted onto your teeth. Second, a special light gets pointed at it to kickstart the reaction. This releases a flood of oxygen radicals, which then finally dive into your enamel and just obliterate those stains. It's the same core process for both laser and Zoom.
All right, science lesson's over. Now it's time for the main event. Let's put these two heavyweights in the ring and see how they stack up, head to head. It's laser versus Zoom.
So here's the absolute most important thing to remember. The big difference isn't the gel, it's the light. Laser whitening uses a super precise focused beam, kind of like a laser pointer, to treat one tooth at a time. Zoom, on the other hand, uses a big lamp that shines on all your teeth at once. And that one single difference creates all the pros and cons. And this table just lays it all out perfectly. If you're looking for speed, Zoom is the clear winner because it does everything at once. But if precision is what you need, laser takes the prize with its targeted beam. That precision also means laser can be a better option if you're worried about sensitivity. But when you look at the price tag, Zoom is usually the more wallet-friendly choice. Now, no matter which method you end up choosing, the process in the chair is going to look pretty much the same. It always starts with your dentist matching your teeth to a shade guide. This is your before picture, the baseline, so you can see just how incredible the results are afterward.
Next up is all about prep. Your dentist will put a protective barrier over your gums to keep them safe from that strong whitening gel. Then they carefully paint the gel onto each tooth. This step is absolutely crucial to make sure it's both safe and super effective.
And then comes the fun part, the light. Whether it's the wide lamp for Zoom, like you see here, or a nimble little laser wand, this is what kicks that chemical reaction into high gear and gets you those fast results.
Okay, let's talk about the big three questions that everyone really wants to know. Does it hurt? Is it actually safe? And of course, how much is this going to cost me?
Let's just be upfront about it. The most common thing people feel is some tooth sensitivity, which usually hangs around for a day or two. You might also get a little bit of gum irritation if the gel touches them. But here's the good news, both of these are almost always temporary.
And this is the bottom line on safety. As long as the procedure is done by a trained dental professional, both laser and Zoom are considered very, very safe. They don't have long-term negative effects on your teeth.
All right, let's talk money. You should expect a professional whitening session to be somewhere in the ballpark of $500 to $1,500. Just keep in mind, things like where you live and which dentist you go to can make that price move up or down a bit.
So we've gone through the science, the process, and the practical stuff. Now it's time to bring it all home and help you figure out which one of these is the right fit for you.
So ask yourself this question first. Is precision what matters most to you? Maybe you have one tooth that's darker than the others, or some specific spots you really want to zap.
If you're sitting there nodding your head yes, then laser whitening is probably your best friend. That focused beam lets your dentist zero in on problem areas for a perfectly even result. It's also the go-to choice for people with really sensitive teeth. But hey, maybe that's not you. What if your priority is speed? You've got a wedding next month, a big reunion, and you need a bright white smile like yesterday.
In that case, ZoomWhitening is practically calling your name.
Because it treats all your teeth at the same time, the whole thing is over in about 45 minutes. It's fast, it's usually cheaper, and it's perfect for getting those quick, wow factor results.
But look, if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Talk to your dentist. Seriously, they're the ones who can look at your teeth, understand your goals, and give you the absolute best recommendation. That's the most important step.
And what do you get for all this? What's the potential payoff? We're talking up to 8 shades whiter. Think about that. That's the kind of amazing transformation you can get in a single visit that takes about as long as your lunch break.
So, after all the science, the comparisons, and the costs, it all comes down to a simple, personal question. With a brighter, more confident smile, what will yours say?